postseason. Pro Bowl wide receiver Zay Flowers was ruled out for the Ravens wildcard game against the Steelers on Saturday night. Flowers injured his right knee in Saturday's regular season finale. He didn't practice all week. That's major. Lamar Jackson, two-time MVP, in the conversation to win it again this season, but his playoff resume hasn't been too good. 2-4 in his career in the playoffs with as many interceptions, 6, as touchdown passes. I want to start with our quarterback because obviously you have a unique perspective here. Do you think Lamar is going to struggle without having his guy Zay out there, Ken?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson has been playing this year like a man possessed. Now, and I respect that. I think we've put him to the challenge to say nothing else matters but the Super Bowl ring. And yet he still finds ways to impress. He still finds ways to not just impress on his side, to get guys involved like the Derrick Henrys, like the Isaiah Likeleys, like the Mark Andrews, and even the Zay Flowers. And then the level of play of that team looks different than other teams. And he's accepted the truth of knowing that, yes, I have to be better than what the expectation is, and he still has delivered. So I'm going with, the Ravens primarily just off of Lamar not letting nobody down this year.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do, especially in his position. He's in the middle of a rock and a hard place, and he's still delivered.
RC, I'm glad you're on the show this morning because I wanted to say this one. I made sure I'm looking at you. And I want a 3-shot. I want a 3-shot. I want Cam up on. I want the American public to see Cam up on the screen right now. Here's the deal, y'all. You didn't say what I needed you to say. I know you believe in Lamar Jackson. I believe in Lamar Jackson. He's an MVP candidate, the brothers all world. What you didn't say is he better not struggle. He better not struggle. I want to hear that. There's a 2-time league MVP that is all world. And the Baltimore Ravens have resurrected themselves. They've captured the AFC North. You got that bell cow that is Derrick Henry. By the way, we've been talking so much about Saquon Barkley. We just forgot that Derrick Henry ran for nearly 2,000 yards his damn self. The man ran for over 1,900 yards.
Yeah.
Okay? That dude, okay? You still got that dude. Yeah, Zay Flowers might be a little bit hampered. Still got Mark Andrews. They still got Bateman. They got a couple of cats that we've seen. We've seen their defense elevate. I'm sorry, I forgot who's out. I'm sorry, he's out. Zay Flowers is out. I'm sorry. My point to you is this. We've seen their defense, particularly in the last 6 weeks of the season. You see the way this defense been playing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the defense has finally shown up and it's played to expectation.
Correct.
The offense has been doing its thing. Lamar Jackson has been doing his thing. And you got Derrick Henry. He better not struggle. In the National Football League history, have won 2 league MVPs. Every single one of them is a Super Bowl champion but Lamar Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Every single one of them. At some point in time, there's nothing wrong with validating and authenticating your greatness by simply saying you got it done when it counts. We know what he's going to do in the regular season. We know what he's going to do up against suspect competition.
Suspect. Watch.
So Stephen A., you don't care that there's no Zay Flowers?
I don't care.
Okay.
Because Lamar Jackson's got Derrick Henry. All right? So all I'm saying to you is this. He's that great. It's not that he's not great. It's because of his greatness
RC?
that we need the expectations met.
Yeah, I think Stephen A. hits the nail right on the head. Lamar Jackson has to go out and win. And I think it's bigger than Lamar Jackson just winning. It's the way Lamar Jackson plays. I think there is a difference between the way we view Lamar Jackson and his playoff losses and Josh Allen and his playoff losses because of the way Josh Allen played. When you go back to that divisional round against the Kansas City Chiefs, it was an absolute shootout. Josh Allen, to take a word from Stephen A., was absolutely sensational. Patrick Mahomes was just better. So people from the outside and the media and even Buffalo Bills fans of all the football said, but Josh Allen showed up. There have been times where we've felt like Lamar Jackson didn't show up. That can no longer happen. If the Kansas City Chiefs beat you because they're a better team, so be it. But Lamar Jackson has to be Lamar Jackson. If the Buffalo Bills beat you because they're a better team, so be it. But Lamar Jackson has to be Lamar Jackson. And that's with or without Zay Flowers. And so when you're thinking about this team and where Lamar Jackson is, he has to show up the exact same way he showed up this entire season, or it's an absolute failure for himself and this organization.
I mean, I don't want to throw this out there, but I mean, I just want to give it to you. I want to give you the last word, Cam. You understand? Because I know this stuff means a lot to you when you want to big up Lamar Jackson and others, and you deserve, and rightfully so. Lamar Jackson's career
Lamar deserves
postseason, and he deserves that. I'm not throwing any shade on him. He deserves it. But Lamar Jackson's career, and I hope he's watching because I'm rooting for him. But you got to get it done. His career postseason ranks amongst all pro quarterbacks since 2000, okay? Record as a starter, postseason record. Record as a starter, last. Completion percentage, last. Pass yards per attempt, last. Touchdown percentage, last. Sack percentage, last.
Okay.
Passer rating, last. Success rate, last. I mean, damn.
I think we get it.
At some point, bro, you just got it.
Yeah.
You just got it.
And I hear all that. Last. I hear all that. But understand this. And Ryan Clark, you know this. Playing playoff football, it's about, I've said it before on this show, but it really is about this as a collective. You have to play complementary football. What does it mean for a Baltimore Ravens offense to say, man, we go down here and score, and the defense gives up a score? What does it say, hey, at the last drive, Justin Tucker, we get you into position and you miss a field goal? Because we're not going to talk about Justin Tucker as much as we're going to talk about Lamar Jackson. We're not going to talk about the defense giving up points more than we're going to talk about Lamar Jackson. Playoff football is about playing complementary football. If Derrick Henry does not show up, not saying that he is not, but we're going to talk about Lamar Jackson more than anything else.
Yes.
So it has so many different determining factors.
But respectfully, you're being slick. And here's the reason why. Yesterday, I brought up a stat about Josh Allen. And I pointed out in his 5 playoff losses, the Bills giving up over 31 points a game. That ain't a problem Lamar Jackson got. I gave you 7 different categories where he ranks dead last in the postseason. Why is that? Now, you and I, because see, you and RC, y'all are compassionate dudes. Of course, we work with Molly, so we know she's going to be compassionate, okay? If you a scrub, you a scrub. Ain't nobody talking about you, right? Yeah. Why would we talk about a scrub? You can't get it done. You ain't good enough, right? Who do we talk about? Those who have expectations because their greatness has been solidified. Yes. You can't be somebody that's great in the regular season, but you plummet in the postseason. Yeah. You got to be somewhere up there, commiserate with what we see from you during the regular season. Otherwise, we say choking. So if you never had
or you elevate your play, and then you're a real baller when the lights shine the brightest.
Right. We ain't gonna hold you accountable if you're a scrub and you can't get it done. We like this. God bless you. You tried. You understand? But when you're great, and we know you're great, but then the moment shines brightest on you, and that's when you choose to shrink, that's a problem. Yeah. Lamar Jackson cannot allow that to be a problem this postseason. It cannot happen.
RC, take us home.
From Stephen A, though, right? The good book says the first will be last and the last will be first. A lot of things didn't happen until they did. Eli Manning didn't have half the career Lamar Jackson had, but he had 2 magical playoff runs. I believe Lamar Jackson has a magical playoff run in him. And we watched this happen throughout Tom Brady's tenure in New England. We've seen the Ben Roethlisberger years. We saw the Joe Flacco years. We've seen Eli Manning years, Aaron Rodgers. This has to be a Lamar Jackson year for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Picked him to win the Super Bowl in the offseason.
And by the way, what Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes did, if he does it this year, wow.
All right, Baltimore is favored by 9.5, even without Zay Flowers. Still to come on First Take. Jalen Hurts has.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll give it to Harris again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Another run here with Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That is hot! And he will get into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Right to the air goes Daniels. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Washington.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off he goes.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. He's to the 15. And he's in for the touchdown.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Now to throw. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Gonna be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win. And Washington finishes forces the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders picked up the fumble and ran it home.
He gets it to go, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now it's he fumbled the football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big...
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Here's Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. To throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Here he is to throw. Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught anyway. And that's a Washington touchdown. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for two.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on two-point conversions, but they're difficult.